Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about a full tank Vanguard setup for Space Marine 2 patch 14.1 using the Combi Flamer, Retribution's Bequest, and the White Scar's Chainsword. Now the Vanguard is a deceptively tanky class. If you stack perk effects like Thrill of the Fight, Conviction, Fortitude, and all of his armor restoration on top of healing, this class has a very hard time dying. He's actually like the third tankiest class in the entire game, behind the Heavy and Bulwark, which is pretty shocking because you'd think other classes like Assault, Tactical, Tech Marine, or even the Sniper class would be above him, but this guy can actually reach a higher total damage reduction than these guys can, though I will say the Sniper is kind of like de facto the most survivable class because Purification is kind of cracked, but that being said, this guy's survivability is pretty top tier. Now, I'm using the Combi Flamer today because they did buff this one up in patch 14.1, and I have to say, this gun is a top tier bulk carbine option, and potentially the best in terms of utility because they upped the bolter portion's damage, and also the Pyroblaster portion has a much faster charge up time and is really strong for horde clear against Minotaurus enemies, and also just stacking burn effects against more obnoxious Majora's hordes. So a really good utility option and very strong weapon overall. Now for the perk tree here, I do start off with Headhunter first into the perk here Rapid Health, then we pick up Home Precision into the perk Divine Might, then I pick up Headhunter and Headhunter, moving into the perk Extended Magazine and Divine Might. The next perk here is Increased Capacity, then move here into the perk Magazine Restoration. When your health drops below 30%, your ammo reserve is restored by a full magazine, cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity, the cooldown is 30 seconds. Now, on the Bulk Carbine Heroic Combi Flamer, you actually have the highest total magazine capacity of any Bulk Carbine in the game, so this perk is triggering for the most value of all the automatic versions, and also on this build, being below 30% HP or around 30% HP and dropping there continuously is not really that dangerous because you do have an absurd amount of damage reduction on this guy. So for the rest of this perk tree, we do take Adamantine Grip and Divine Might, and that is all there is for the main perk tree here. Now I will say, if you want to go up here for Cleaving Fire, Adamant Hunter, Perpetual Precision, and Recoupment, the extra armor restoration can be very strong. It makes you even tankier on this build, but I do prefer the ammo capacity here because the Vanguard class doesn't really have a ton of ammunition in the first place, so definitely helps him out. Next weapon here is the Retribution's Bequest Heroic Heavy Bolt Pistol. Then I move here to the perk tree for Divine Might, the perk here Perpetual Penetration, Increased Capacity, Extended Magazine, Death Strike, and then I pick up the perk Great Might into the perk here Strong Start, and the most important perk, which is Able Damage, because on the Vanguard, you will be using your class ability all the time, and we are building for Execute Vanguard here, so you will be recycling this perk over and over off of stuff like Tactical Prowess. Now the final perks here are of course the perk Home Precision up here into Gunstrike Reload and Tactical Precision because headshot damage just matters way too much, and that is all there is for the secondary option. Now, for the melee weapon, you do have a couple options here. You could take the Fencing Power Axe and build for gun strikes, you could take the Block Power Axe and go for like full damage like I did, or you could take the White Scar's Chainsword like I'm going to for this run, because this one has the highest total damage reduction in the game, and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Has a melee weapon have damage reduction? Well, the way block weapons work in Space Marine 2 is that every time you achieve a perfect block, you'll get a 60% range damage reduction for like 2 seconds, which means that will stack on top of stuff like Hard Target for 15% less range damage, on top of all of your other damage reduction and armor restoration, which makes you very tanky in this game against Chaos and Tyranid obnoxious warriors like Devourers, so a really good option for you, which is why we're picking this up. And also the White Scar's Chainsword is just super strong in general, and the highest DPS if you build up to those 3 stacks of all the options here. Next weapon here is Perpetual Strength into the perk here Swift Recovery, then we pick up Perpetual Strength again, moving here to the perk Reverberating Impact, Combined Onslaught, Heavy Onslaught, the perk Full Throttle for the combo skip, and I go up here into Hard Target and Majora's Slayer. If you want a full guide on the White Scar's Chainsword, I do have one on this channel as well. They'll be linked in the description below. Now, for the perk tree, we do start off with the perk here Upper Hand. After a perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you do not lose control from heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. This is the most valuable perk in this column by far. Moving target and melee mastery are not very strong at all. This one is far better, especially on a block weapon. This will also apply the no knockback to your gun strikes, so a very potent effect. Next perk here is Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you will take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. This is one of the best damage reduction perks in the entire game, and damage reduction in Space Marine 2 is so damn valuable for like damn near all content in the game, mainly because in this game at any skill level 100% damage avoidance is basically impossible, because there are things like parry bugs where your parries will phase through enemies and just throw off your combos and get you hit, and also things like stun locks in this game. So damage reduction, incredibly valuable effect. Definitely pick this up. Next perk here is Consecutive Execution, killing 7 enemies in rapid succession for equipment charged by 1. The cooldown is 90 seconds. I mean, this is the best perk in this column by far as well, because 90-second equipment in Space Marine 2 is just incredible. Equipment is also such a potent effect in this game, because basically it just solves the encounters all on its own. Even like the worst equipment in Space Marine 2, like the frag grenades, are still useful, and getting that back over and over is just a super high value machine. Next perk here is your choice of Unmatched Heal or Inner Fire. Now, obviously, most people want healing on their build on some level for Vanguard, so I would definitely pick this up if you want that, but the CDR here is also top tier. Next perk here is Restless Fortitude. After a diving kick, you will take 40% less range damage for 10 seconds. So back in patch 11, they made it so this perk will simultaneously trigger with the Tactical Prowess Executes. Before, if you triggered the finishers off of this perk, you would not get this perk effect, but these days you do. And also, range damage reduction will stack onto your armor, so the armor restoration perks down here get even more valuable. So a really powerful option for a tank build, though they're all, all the perks in this column here are also pretty good. Next perk here is a Zone of Impact. Performing a finisher with the grapple launcher deals damage to nearby enemies. This is just the highest damage potential perk on the Vanguard class. If you get a proper loop going, you will be dealing 200 damage on every single trigger here. And to put that in perspective, a Tyranid Sword Warrior has 308 HP, so you're doing over half their HP in an AoE every single time. So really powerful perk option. Next perk here is Thrill of the Fight. After a perfect time parry, block, or dodge, you will take 20% less health damage for 5 seconds. This is the most valuable perk in this column here. I mean, all of them are pretty good. Like, Grim Determination is way better for ranged weapons than it is melee, but this one also requires you to be completely out of a grapnel the entire time. And on a execute build here, you will usually have at least one grapnel, which means you're not getting a ton of use out of this one. And also, damage reduction is just way better than a 15% buff on your ranged weapon. And combat readiness here, this one's good, but, you know, I would probably just prefer this for a tank build. Next perk here is Tactical Prowess. Grapnel Launcher can activate a finisher not only on incapacitated enemies, but also on those who have less than 33% health, except for Terminus, and performing a finisher with the Grapnel Launcher restores its charge. So, this perk is the obvious combo with Zone of Impact. If you take this, you pretty much always take this perk, because without it, your Zone of Impact kind of sucks. But Tactical Prowess does like to bug out occasionally. If this one worked 100% of the time, it would feel way better, but there are moments where your teammates will take your kills, or the game itself will just rob you of a grapnel, and that's pretty much the only downside of this perk combo here. But that being said, Zone of Impact and Tactical Prowess is still the best combo here for like overall damage potential, even with those bugs. Now, as far as the prestige perk options go, I would just take Battlefield Awareness, Fortitude, Launch Restoration, and Restoration. These are just the 4 best on this class by far, and Indomitable Spirit is entirely redundant with the Upper Hand perk, unless you really want like a 5th section of no knockback when this is actually like broken down or like not currently active, but I would just skip over this personally. And that is pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I mean, you can really swap out whatever primary you want. You could take the Heroic Instigator, you could take the Marksman Carbine, or the Relic Tier automatic version. It doesn't matter too much. I think these are just like the 4 best options on the class currently, and the Oculus Carbine kind of fell behind for a while now, and the Melta's good. I just think these ones are a bit better. And that's all I have to say in this video, guys. Hopefully this build guide helped you, and if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye. So every single trigger of Zone of Impact will do 200 damage, which is enough. Pretty much put them into execute like that, yeah. So the damage potential of this build is still the highest overall. Tenacity is, I think, better for new players. Or honestly, just more fun to play with, because it fucking works 100% of the time. There's no weird bugs around it.
Finish that boss.
I just shut off my brain on Vanguard since he just heal constantly. He can afford to take hits. Yeah, this guy has all the healing, and is he the third tankiest class in the game? I think he might actually be. I'm pretty sure Vanguard is the third tankiest class behind Heavy. He might actually be a bit tankier though if you count all the armor regen. Well, no, Heavy has Fortitude. He's definitely tankier than Assault, Tactical, Tech Marine, and technically he's tankier than Sniper. But Sniper is, you know, broken for different reasons. See, that's why instead of infection and pain in the ass, sometimes he just robs your grapple for no reason. Also, in teams, people can rob your grapple as well.
Ordnance on me.
Retribution Quest, such a useful perk effect.
Finished and ready.
I gotta say, the more I've played between the two, Block Axe and White Scar's Chainsword, I think White Scar's Chainsword is just better on this class. It's you animation lock a lot less too. Well, it's kind of like the best block weapon, one of the best block weapons in the entire game. It's really lame. Block Power Axe. You know, if it's not the White Scar's Chainsword, it's the Block Power Axe. Put it that way. Personally, the White Scar's Rogue is so boring. I mean,
Smells like fresh munition.
one of the most interactive weapons in the game. How's that boring? The more interactive weapon than like stacking up 3 charges and having a super fast moveset that allows you to reach all of your combos. Carmine Axe. I think the Carmine Axe is good. I don't think it's very good with Vanguard. I think Vanguard wants the damage. There, it balanced. Fortitude over and over and over. We'll do it all in here. Usually once you're close to these guys, the stagger of your grapple is enough to just barrel stuff them anyways.
Feel your packs, brothers. Hawk available.
Oh my god, I'm reading my chat. You can say my doctor said I'm morbidly a beast, and that's why nobody likes me. I'm trying to find someone who can match my unmatched zeal, and it's difficult. Okay.
Hear it salivate.
I guess people don't talk to me because of my intimidating aura. You guys are fucking nerds. I chuckled. Didn't hear it, but I did. Oh, let's see the cool thing. Oh, you're so cool.
Finished and ready.
Wow, we just body blocked ourselves there as hard as we could.
Silence them. Magazine out. Magazine in. Stay dead, vermin.
Remember how cool the Imperial Fist fit looks on this class? Something about an Imperial Fist Vanguard.
Scoping out magazine. Finally, our journey ends, Captain.
The hive ships are moving into range of the capillary towers.
Okay, I'm actually
Tankiest's final hours.
wasting my grapple for earlier.
Finished and ready.
I'm trying to think, like, what is the best team perk on Vanguard? Unmatched Yield or Inner Fire? I think in a good team comp, Inner Fire. Like, your teammates know what they're doing. If you're by yourself, kind of Inner Fire. I mean, it gives you more options to use your grapnel. It does like the bug out, as you've seen. But
Arming up. Giving them a shot. Shut them up before they bring more. Rebel Roger set. Disappointed. Rebel launch. Finish that boss. Have more to do. What needs grappling? Into the morgue.
wish that would have killed him.
Magazine in. Slow and through. Eliminating. Stay dead. Burning. Finish and ready. Walk available.
Inner Fire for Sniper and Assault. I think Sniper's the last class in the game that actually needs Inner Fire.
Swapping out
For
magazine.
Tactical, definitely. Sniper's only ever run out of his cloak. He has built-in CDR. I mean, CDR perks are almost always the best in slot. And the only thing I would ever argue is above a CDR perk would be like,
Strong.
at least for the options in this game, secure stockpile, and maybe a healing perk. So like getting a med kit for every extremis. That is a pretty huge value proposition in the game.
Do not get turned around. Quieter here than I expected.
Initiate rites of reawakening electrical consoles. Determine termination. Awakening this system moves us closer to slaughtering the tyrannies. Search out the consoles.
No hope and no grace. Xenos Stalker hunts us. Reloading. Living bastion coming our way. We cannot leave this
Okay,
place
well.
without awakening all the consoles.
That was an interesting trigger.
Stalker is dead. One down. Trillions to go. We cannot leave this place without awakening all the consoles. Reloading. What needs grappling? We cannot leave this place without awakening all the consoles. Magazine out, magazine in.
It's anytime now.
Subterranean, we cannot leave this place without awakening all the consoles. Blood boiling. Head pounding. Replenished and ready. We cannot leave this place without awakening all the consoles. Into the maw of death. Shrapnel launcher set. We cannot leave this place without awakening all the consoles.
Yeah, that's definitely the guy I wanted. Like, Raptor in this game loves to prioritize range enemies. Which is mildly obnoxious.
Stay dead, running. We cannot leave this place without awakening all the consoles. What needs grappling?
As a combi flamer so far, hurts lacking damage. I mean, its damage is pretty much... It's pretty damn close to a normal bulk carbine with the flamer attached now.
That is all.
But people cry about bolter damage in this game all the time, so I'm not surprised.
Smells like fresh munitions. Finished and ready.
FTG, can we have a guy and had a true solo, a 9-to-5 job? What would FTG know about a 9-to-5 job? real question.
Book available. Magazine out, magazine in. Ordnance on me.
With the time reduction on the charge, the combi flamer seems pretty good. It definitely is. A lot of utility.
Reloading. We cannot leave this place without awakening all.
Also very ammo efficient. Like even on the Vanguard, I don't really feel like I'm ever out of my combi ammo and stuff. It's pretty generous. And the Bolt Carbine is already so ammo efficient that even with the reduced total capacity, it doesn't feel that bad. And also, because you have a 52 round magazine on this thing, the magazine restoration perk has the highest possible value on this class, on this weapon compared to the other versions. Alright, we'll go.
Whatever this impurity is, we shall expunge it from the system. Ugh, nothing but tyranny weeds.
We must find whatever pollution.
What do you think is the strongest class for hard strats and ops? Just sniper. For siege mode, it's like tech, marine tech. And then your choice of third, really, but probably bulwark. And then I'd say the top 3 classes in this game are like sniper for hard strats and ops, or sniper, tac, bulwark. I probably put bulwark above tac though. Honestly, I mean tac's amazing, but bulwark can also do everything in hard strats and ops really, and die less.
Magazine out, magazine in. The battle waits for us. Open the door. That carapace do not protect us. Finished and ready.
Is the damage portion equivalent to a Pyroblast, or is it higher? I'm pretty sure it's the exact same total burn stack. However,
Open the door.
I'm pretty sure the direct damage might be the same. I haven't tested that, but also there's more. There are actually like perks that build into the burn portion, so you can take it higher on the Pyroblaster. But like it's more of a utility item than like a strict
Head up to the cannons.
burn weapon.
Casinos of whom they dare to attack.
Like you don't have all the buffing perks like flame purification. You also don't have all the buffing perks of tactical on this thing, which are playing tactical. So functionally, pretty similar in base, but you're not really playing a Pyroblaster in base. On the Pyroblaster, thanks to all those extra perks.
My duty is eternal, and so am I.
Would you like a Necron boss fight at Tomb World? That'd be cool.
We must scatter minds. Arming up. No turning back now.
Dig the Boom, thank you for the prime. Oh.
Into the more of death. One down. Trillions to go. Closing the gap. Crush that mule! Going back to the abyss! Into the fray! Reloading!
And for the guys that suck ass about them, I'll make many more just for you.
What needs grappling? Swapping out magazine.
Dancing around this stupid guy. It's scary.
Rebel will just set.
Let's light this guy on fire a bit.
Finished and ready. Into the fray. Hawk available. No hope and no grace. Coloring Xenos. Kill it! 40 blocks to ambush and ambush. Laying a mountain of the Xenos bastards. What needs grappling? Arming up.
Probably I'm gonna knock back up. That's awkward. I was gonna try to stomp out on Bramble, because Bramble will die via stomp, but if you get stun locked out of it. Any chance of another drip guy, blooding him or something? Yeah, probably. I mean, I wish just make those like 15 times a day, shouldn't I? Because it does take like 5 minutes, but.
Disappointing. Closing the gap. View your packs, brothers. Hawk available.
Ammo box.
Let us rise up and into
These are the Bloss Chainsword, this is the White Scar's Chainsword. So yes, technically yes. With extra steps.
The Tyranids seem to know you're close. They are amassing at the fortress.
Good. My blade will be soaked in Tyranid blood. Smells like fresh munitions. I shall be bitches even bigger up close. Good.
The cannons will end this rampage.
Alrighty. Should be a fairly easy finale. And you really need to use the combi flamer portion there to do that? Not really, but bring in the combi flamer, why not use the combi flamer? I'd say the best guns in this class right now are just any bolt carbine, marksman, automatic, combi flamer, heroic instigator, even instigator. They're all the best. I think the Oculus has fallen off. I think melter rifle is good, but I would definitely put it below the bolt carbine.
Stay there, running.
You are near the last cannons. You will need to find the manual controls to operate them.
Control console is within sight. Reloading. Ordnance on me.
Defensive cannons active. Targeting system non-functional. Initializing secondary system. Communion established.
Witness the might of the Interior. The Titan launches its missiles.
Skull will relay your target to the system.
Kick away the sound. It does bleed. Good. Witness the might of the Interior.
Defense cannons depleted. Engage auxiliary generators to resume fire.
Swapping out magazine.
Any heroics since the plasma gun? Yeah, we had a whole patch. I have tons of videos on the channel for that, if you're curious.
Tether unbound.
I already have all the best builds set up here as well for the new heroics. If you want to take a look at those on the channel,
Cannot unleash heaven.
probably some of their better setups.
The tyranny dares to attack us. What needs grappling? Out. Magazine in.
Okay. Of course, they just have like a direct line of sight to me. That's awesome.
Xenos Devourer. Marked. Stay there, running.
Keep like a mile away.
Swapping out magazine. The Titan launches its missiles. The generators will awaken our slumbering cannons.
Didn't think it was gonna land directly on top of me. Who doesn't like the finale of Termination?
Generator charging. Fire the cannons.
Fortress control has been disrupted. Re-establish service call and system communication.
The tyranny dares to attack us. Grapple will just set.
Service call detected. Synchronization complete. Cannons ready.
Here. The Titan launches its missiles.
Last cannons ready. Establish target with a sign.
Fight the tyranny's
Initiate defensive protocol.
weapon tainted.
Actually, are there any tactical builds that are good for survivability instead of just damage nuking? I mean, we'll just block tactical is the best. I mean, he doesn't have. Just look at his perks. He doesn't really have the option for that.
Weapons ready. Awaiting target.
He's a glass cannon class fundamentally. That he's built. That might change. Let's just change a little bit in the future though. He's getting armor reinforcement next patch, so I'll make builds for that. Part takes forever when you're alone. Yep, because you like almost always get one major horde in between. And he always does this shit. It's actually a pretty easy one to dodge. Okay. But it should be the last one. Oh yeah, Argent Edge, it's called the Argent Edge for the tactical build. Yeah, it's true. Any build on attack with the Argent Edge, that's the best survivability build. If you want to throw on Titan Vigor too, you can, but yeah, that's true. That necessary with the Argent Edge? Okay, I'm like clean up. Actually. Okay. I fucking hate this map. I hate this part of this map, I should say. Everything else about it's fine. It's really undercooked the final boss fight. Actually, it's tilting. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. There we go. So fun. Are there supposed to be more ranged Majoras now? I honestly, yeah, I believe it. I 100% believe it.
Take the shot on those damn towers and unleash divine retribution. Let us make sure that...